If Omega is defeated, he can never challenge for the title again. Massive stakes, Taz.
Gigantic stakes for sure. I mean, Omega understands the pressure that's on him tonight.
This next bout set for one fall is for the AEW International Championship. Introducing the challenger, being accompanied by Lance Archer and Don Callis. From Sydney, Australia, weighing 249 pounds, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher endeavoring to do something he has never been able to do before in his career, and that is defeat Konosuke Takeshita one-on-one.
And he's got to realize that Takeshita comes. I really think he comes into this match with so much momentum. You go back to Double or Nothing, defeating Kazuchika Okada for the International Championship. Just say that you beat Kazuchika Okada is enough to give you momentum without a title being on the line.
I'll tell you, boys, I've been wanting to see this match ever since Double or Nothing. It's just going to be something special.
From Osaka, Japan, weighing 232 pounds, he is the AEW International Champion, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita.
Taz, it was that night at Double or Nothing this past May. Konosuke Takeshita defeated Kazuchika Okada. The Don Callis family surrounded the ring, and then Kyle Fletcher made his surprise return to AEW after an injury layoff. It seemed like he was going to have Takeshita's back, but instead, the family had something much more sinister in mind for the Alpha. And
Speaking of the family, we have the head of the family, Mr. Callis. How are you, sir?
Great to see you, Taz.
Same here, buddy.
Don, we were just talking about the betrayal of Konosuke Takeshita at Double or Nothing after he won the International Championship by Kyle Fletcher.
I'd say the betrayal was when he became a selfish family member and threw me and his best friend Kyle Fletcher under the bus.
As referee Rick Knox raises the AEW International Championship above the ring.
I hope Rick Knox is hydrated because he's going to have a hard time keeping up to these two, is my experience.
It'll be tough for either man, really, because of the look at the face and the stare going down. Kyle's not even looking at him. Excalibur, he's looking away.
He's disgusted, as I am.
Both men pacing towards the center, collar elbow tie-up, champion and challenger. And former friends linked up. Their friendship goes back more than 7 years to their time competing on the independent scene in the UK. Their first head-to-head meeting coming in January of 2020. The Frog and Bucket in Manchester. Takeshita was victorious. The second meeting took place October 25th, 2023. Takeshita victorious again. But Don, that was the night Kyle Fletcher was offered a position in the Don Callis family.
One of the great nights of my life was getting Kyle Fletcher because I could already see Takeshita was a scumbag.
Don Callis is popular sand in your crack here in Clearwater, St. Pete, but a big shout out to our partner Twitch, and exclusively tonight we have Crash Nasty Gaming ringside streaming his live reactions on Twitch TV. Pull up his stream and join the conversation for the ultimate co-viewing experience.
2-on-1 wrist lock right there by Takeshita. Good switch by Fletcher into a side headlock.
Kyle Fletcher taking the side headlock, as you mentioned, Taz, but Takeshita backing Fletcher off to the ropes. Fletcher in shoulder tackle. Takeshita, though, keeps his vertical base.
Smart by Kyle, just snatching that side headlock again after the tackle didn't work, and then now Takeshita with the side headlock.
These are two men, Taz, that know one another extremely well, not only as former members or former co-members of the Don Callis family, but as I mentioned, the years-long friendship that they developed. And not just friendship, traveling together, strategizing together, getting to know how each other's mind works when it comes to approaching pro wrestling.
Absolutely, and that's sometimes those make for the greatest rivalries when things go awry.
Oh, because they know each other so well.
Yep.
Back elbow, the reversal to Keshta. Oh, moving with purpose to Keshta. Line takes down Fletcher.
Amazing athlete. He can fly for a man his size. It is absolutely amazing what Takeshita can do.
I chose Takeshita to replace Kenny Omega, and I chose Kyle Fletcher to replace eventually Takeshita, which is what's happened.
And was it because Takeshita outlived his usefulness to you, Don, or because he started thinking for himself?
Because all he cared about was his own glory, wanted to go to Japan.
Right?
Exactly. We sacrificed for the family. He was all about himself.
It's about team. I understand what you're saying, Don. It's about team, damn it. That's right.
So you got a replacement for Kyle Fletcher down the road?
Why would you need a replacement for Kyle Fletcher? He's perfect in every way.
Fletcher, though, being battered by Konosuke Takeshita in the corner.
Because no one trusts you, Don.
Now the hammer throw, Fletcher.
I try. I've known Don a long time. He's always been good to me.
What does trust have to do with anything? I'm about results, and that's why I've got the largest faction in the history of this company. Everyone wants to be here.
Might be the history of the business.
Oh, yeah.
Nice shoulder tackle by Fletcher, but he keeps his momentum. High build. Takeshita spills to the outside.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He lost a tooth. Did you see the tooth? You saw the tooth fly out of Takeshita's mouth.
Well, you're an expert at that. There's no doubt about it. And
little hydration.
watch out, you better turn around.
Boom! Oh, God, I got water on.
That's not the 22nd minute, Don. As Takeshita, though.
G'ing up right here, Takeshita.
Takeshita. He's fired up. He's
take it easy.
Don at the desk.
Take it. You're going to get yours.
That's Archer.
Yeah, go ahead. You're going to get yours. Yeah, come on. Go right through Archer. You in great.
Please, you better turn around.
Nothing before I got you, you punk.
Wow.
I notice you're not saying anything.
Oh! Fletcher dodging out of the way of that elbow strike. Takeshita finding only steel. And now Fletcher back on the attack.
Well, he sees the opening for the arm, does Fletcher, goes to the ring post. So that's a smart attack by Kyle. I got to say, Don, I mean, all you've done for Takeshita, and to listen to the words he said to you, I can't believe how unappreciative he is.
It's, I've learned to live with disappointment. People betray me all the time.
I know the feeling.
I've got a big heart, Taz. That's what happens.
I know, I understand.
I think Takeshita understandably turned his attention away from Kyle Fletcher that time to Don Callis, and it cost him. But I understand why he did. He wants to take a swing at you, Don, but he's got to stand in line because a lot of people like that.
Everyone wants to show that Daddy doesn't have control, but Daddy always has control, Shivani.
As Fletcher continuing to attack the arm of Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah, that's tough when you invert the bicep up and then ram the back of the elbow Excalibur on your shoulder, man. That can really tear a bicep in half.
Or a great way for Fletcher to hyperextend the elbow of Takeshita. And Takeshita is an orthodox striker. Does like to use that right hand, and that right arm is wrapped around the neck of Kyle Fletcher, but Fletcher easily peels the hand off.
Well, he attacked the grip, but that was very smart counter by Takeshita to try to get a choke on him there.
Fletcher on the move, but Takeshita, the exploder.
And Taz, it's very hot out here, and I think you'd agree from your background, getting a choke put on you in this humidity and heat is very challenging to come back from.
Super challenging because of the oxygen. You're just deprived all the way around.
Takeshita.
This guy's going to fly here.
On the move. Takeshita with the advantage as this AEW International Championship match continues at Beach Break. Konosuke Takeshita landing a thunderous superplex on Kyle Fletcher in the midst of this AEW International Championship title match.
Back and forth these two men go. What athletes, what wrestlers we've got here.
Well, look at this superplex right here. Wow, great job by Takeshita, just drilling Kyle Fletcher with that superplex.
These two former friends, former Don Callis family members battling it out.
Takeshita was always jealous of Kyle, that I can tell you.
Seemed more like Okada was jealous of Takeshita.
Exactly. Good
Let's
call.
not badmouth Okada when he's not here to defend himself.
I agree.
Excalibur.
That's true. No, Okada's my friend.
Takeshita, boot up in the face of Fletcher. Hammer throw, reverse Takeshita. Oh, Takeshita went for that leaping lariat again. Fletcher was ready for it. And now Fletcher lining up Takeshita in the ropes. No, Takeshita. Blue Thunder Bomb!
Two men so evenly matched. Don Callis to his feet. What a matchup, man.
These two used to travel together. They ate together. They did everything together. What I'm telling you is they each know each other inside and out, guys.
Sounds remarkably similar to a point Taz and I were making a few moments ago, but there we see the Blue Thunder Bomb yet again.
Yeah, that Blue Thunder Bomb, I mean, the way Takeshita hits it, I mean, it's a plethora of impact on landing, so you know Fletcher's rocked here.
Remember, this is our first of 2 championship matches tonight on Beach Break. Of course, our main event for the AEW World Championship, Kenny Omega, MJF. High-stakes battles all over Beach Break tonight. High-stakes positioning for Takeshita and Fletcher. Blue Thunder,
Whoa. Good stop by Kyle, hooking the leg. Love that.
And full extension on the thrust kick. Takeshita's rattled. Fletcher now lining up the champion. Maybe a brain buster. No.
Whoa.
Takeshita finds his feet. Reverses Fletcher.
No, don't do this. Don't do this.
Oh my God.
Don't do this.
Drives Fletcher down.
He's got him again.
He's not done yet. Takeshita.
They'll do a real barrel suplex. You can see it coming here.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry to leave the audience, but I saw that. I'm like, I see this.
You had the right of it the whole way, Takeshita.
Because I would have done the same thing if I was in that position, so I get why he did that.
But if he can't roll him in the ring and win it, it's all for naught, really.
Takeshita, as we take another look at this is a man, Taz, that wrote his graduate thesis on the German suplex. If there is anybody that knows how to throw a suplex just as well as you, it's the international champion, Konosuke Takeshita.
Great technique on that. Go ahead, Don, sorry.
No, what kind of school lets you do a thesis on a German suplex? You made that up. Get off of it.
That's a good point. I went to a lot of suplex schools, but they didn't, not in Japan anyway.
I happen to believe him, so stop it, Don.
As you see Takeshita coming up, still clutching that right arm close to his body.
He's in bad shape, Excalibur. He's in bad shape.
Drive knee, no. Fletcher loses grip of Takeshita. And now reverse hook on Rana.
Oh, he's on his feet. Oh, he was.
Drops to a knee.
The momentum.
Matching up and driver. 1, 2. Oh! Photo finish. But Takeshita kicks out.
This is nothing less than spectacular. These two high-level athletes pushing each other, and just when you think one's down, the other one comes back.
I mean, listen, this is an excellent match. This title bout right here is phenomenal. These two guys literally leaving it all out here, and it's a big fight feel, and it's going to be like that throughout Beach Break tonight from Clearwater.
Remember the women's casino gauntlet match still to come to determine who will challenge the Toxic Spider Tekla at Redemption. Takeshita ducks 2, connects with one of his own.
What a line right there. Clothesline, body alpha.
Athena and Maya World, they gained the number 1 and 2 spots in that casino gauntlet match. It's a match that can end at any time. Coming up tonight, but right now, Takeshita
needs to be careful. It's slippery up there. We've talked about that before.
Well, whatever he's thinking of hitting, if the alpha hits, maybe not.
Oh, whoa, here we go.
Fletcher springs to his feet.
Could be brainbuster time.
As the head of Takeshita hook, no, Takeshita the head butt. Knocks Fletcher back into the ring. Fletcher, the high boot, connecting flush with the skull of the champion.
That's what length does for you, those long legs on a tall man.
And brainbuster, no. Takeshita finds his feet. Fletcher loses his grip of the top rope. Takeshita.
No.
Power bomb.
If Takeshita can get it covered, he's going to retain that international title. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, wait a second. Don Callis swiping at the boot of Takeshita. Oh, Fletcher!
It worked. It worked.
Fletcher, the kick. No. Takeshita reverses. Fletcher breaks down the right arm. And now Fletcher. Oh, Takeshita! Raging fire!
Cover him. Oh, the arm is hurting him. The right arm.
The raging fire as Takeshita, he's looking for a pinfall, covers, now makes it 2, and
there you go, there you go. Ring awareness.
Narrow escape with the boot on the bottom rope.
Yeah, that was very smart right there for Fletcher to realize where he was, have the match sense, not to exert more energy while he's hurting on a kick out.
And Takeshita now trying to get these fans to help him get this over the finish line, and I don't like his chances.
As you saw when Takeshita was going for that pinfall attempt, that right arm, he couldn't reach out to grab Fletcher and shoot the half.
It's a good call. And there you see the knee pad. Excalibur has been dropped by Takeshita.
Takeshita makes this knee, goes to Wagamama, but instead Fletcher was ready to pull through. 2. Takeshita explodes out. Fletcher weaves underneath, looking for backslide. But instead, Takeshita changes his grip. Goes underneath. Both men jockeying. Takeshita the backslide. Fletcher rolls through. Oh,
the arm.
Kick to the arm, the thrust kick to the jaw. And now Fletcher.
There it is. Here it is.
Sheer drop. Brainbuster. 1, 2. Takeshita.
Oh, my God. Oh, what a match.
And Don Callis is incensed. Fletcher on the move, the kick to the back of the head.
Well, you can see the sense of urgency amped up for Fletcher. He realizes he might be on the cusp of winning this international title.
Fletcher, perhaps searching for that turnbuckle brainbuster. Takeshita has no intention of finding out. Both men jockeying for position. Oh, brainbuster!
Career ender.
1, 2, 3.
Winner of this match, and new AEW International Champion, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Both of these men wrestled a hell of a match, but it was Kyle Fletcher and this twitch moment of the match, the turnbuckle brainbuster, that ended the night for Konosuke Takeshita and ended the Alpha's reign as the AEW International Champion.
We had all wondered, Taz, what it would take to win the match. Well, that ended what was a phenomenal match.
Yeah, and I noticed here that the rest of Don Callis' family, they're coming out here to congratulate Fletcher, but Takeshita's got no shame in this thing. Yeah, he wrestled his rear end off, and that could have went either way, Excalibur, seriously.
AEW National Champion, Judgezilla, Mark Davis, The Machine, Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, Lance Archer, and of course, the obsequious Don Callis in the ring to celebrate. And Don Callis, I believe, has a microphone in his hand.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, the conglomeration coming out to go. Needs to go. AEW World Trios Champions, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy. Coming out, but coming up next, a special interview. Mick Foley, our roving reporter, back on TBS. All that and so much more as Beach Break continues. Welcome back to AEW's Beach Break, presented by Visit St. Pete Clearwater. We have a new AEW International Champion, but we also have a certified legend, Mick Foley, making his first appearance on TBS, Tony, and I don't know how many years.
Since 1994.
32 years, man. Could you imagine? 32 years.
32 years. Give that man a microphone. What a legend.
Be careful with Mick. He's unpredictable.
You're damn right he is.
Thank you. But this moment's not about me. It's about this man. your new international champion, Kyle Fletcher. Kyle, one of the finest matches I've seen. What I'd like you to do is take me behind the scenes inside your head. Tell me what it was like to not only battle, but defeat your former best friend, Keshti.
Let me stop you right there, Mick. Keshti was never my friend. I was always the #1 in Proto-Sheeta, and Keshti was simply riding my coattails. And I did what me and Proto-Okada said we were going to do, and we brought the International Championship back to the Don Callis family.
Listen.
Mick, so I just got to cut you off here. This segment is a celebration for the Don Callis family. This isn't about you stealing the spotlight from the young, real talent here.
Don, I want to talk to you about a subject you know very little about: credibility. You see, when I come out here and I say that was one of the finest matches I've seen, I mean it. When I say you're one of the finest young talents I've seen, I mean it. But I want to draw the attention just momentarily away from you, Kyle, and put them on my shoes, Don. What? My custom painted shoes. See, that little fellow there, that's Randall. We lost the little guy a year and a half ago, but I find when I wear him, instead of feeling pain and suffering, I find happiness with every step I take. This little lady that's Woofle. That's Woofle. And she's alive and well. And what I'd like to tell you is that the next time you disrespect me, this little lady Woofle is going to get really well acquainted with the inner confines of your ass.
Hey, how dare you? How dare you insult me? I'm a family man, and I'm the manager of champions. We got the international champion. We got the national champion. And oh yeah, Mick, we got the Jet, Kevin Knight, the TNT champion. Come on down, Kevin.
A lot of gold in the Don Callis family, gentlemen. You got to agree.
I was just thinking, Tony, it's very hard to argue with Don Callis' point that the family, that his family, is the family of champions, Taz.
Can't argue with it. I mean, you cannot argue with it. I mean, the legitimate 3 championships here. I mean,
Whoa. Kyle, congratulations on becoming the new international champion and finally bringing some gold back to the DC MJF, to the Don Callis family. Welcome to the club. Took you long enough. Now, speaking of bringing gold to the Don Callis family, let's talk about how the Jet is still owed a world title shot. Because the only reason that I walked through death's door, the only reason why I risked my life is because I want that world title shot, Don. Ain't that right? So whether tonight is Kenny Omega or Maxwell Jacob Fraudman, the Jet will be watching closely because Jet 2 belts is on the way.
Well, another man that has his eyes on the AEW World Championship is also a former member of the Don Callis family.
And he is interrupting the party. Is there anybody cooler than Andrade Idolo? Take a look at this.
well, Andrade is dressed for the weather.
I was the best of the Don Callis family. And you messed up. You promised me the world championship. Now, I promise you, I am going to take one belt from you.
You know what? I had to endure months of your obsession about belts, so I'll tell you what, Bendejo. You want a belt? I'll tell you what, if you can beat Jake Doyle next week, you can get into the meat grinder and challenge Mark Davis for the national title. But I don't think you're beating Jake Doyle, buddy.
Escúchame, estúpido. Do you want to attack me? Tranquilo, tranquilo. I have one question. How you know? Come on, pendejos! Come on, pendejos! Come on! Come
Wait a
on!
second.
Come on!
Brian Cage, Jake Doyle chasing Andrade to the back, as is Kevin Knight. All three men on the move. Dunkzilla, Mark Davis following close behind. And I believe we may have a camera in the back. If we can take a look.
Get out! You know, we saw him out. You know, that's stuff to board. You know,
Go high now, Andrade. Come on.
Darby Allin from behind, but immediately outnumbered by the Don Callis family. Kevin Knight remembers what that backpack did back from Ben Doors. Oh! A skateboard with Bobby Track. Darby Allin came prepared once again.
How you know? How you
We need security. We need AEW staff to intervene to separate those men. Darby Allin, Andrade El Idolo, the booby trap skateboard. I hope Brian